Well, hi, welcome to the Western Mass Moms Partnership Program. And this is the stress management class, and we're going to take a look at chapter 8, which is our final chapter and are on to graduation. Remember that you have moving forward available to you, and we also want you to stay connected in any way that you can. Certainly reach out to your CMHA or to your clinician so that we can support you in the ongoing process of flourishing in your own life. So, chapter 8 is dealing with um, connecting with others and our mood, which we've looked at over and over again throughout the course. People in your social support network, which is really important. You're not alone, and we really want to be there for you. We'll take a kind of general view of the course, and if you've missed any of the classes, please feel free to go back and review or to spend time with that and with your manual. You can keep that with you. We're going to talk a little bit about setting goals and thinking about your future. And certainly, we're really looking for some feedback. So if you have a testimonial, if you have a situation that you were able to resolve and things went well, or if you've noticed that some of the skills that you've used, please get in touch with us. Let us know. Send us an email. We would love to have your feedback. So if we were going to review chapter 7, it was all about communication. And there are different styles of communication. So assertive communication can be an effective way to get our needs met. It starts with identifying what you need and who you need to communicate with. Assertive communication means expressing your needs, wants clearly, but also respecting the other person. So really, throughout this course, what we want you to be able to do is to use your voice and to tell people what you need. And many of us have a hard time asking for what we want and what we need because we're always taking care of someone else. But it's time for us to really figure out, as moms in the world, to ask for what we need and allow someone else the pleasure of giving that to us, because it feels good when you can help somebody. So even if it's, could you get me a cup of tea, could be a really interesting exercise for yourself. We get different types of support from different types of people in our lives. If we feel we need to find more support in some area, skills like assertive communication and problem solving can be helpful. So the problem solving chapter that we did and the assertiveness training that we did is really important for you to employ them in your life on an ongoing basis. So the relaxation techniques are for you to continue to experiment with. And certainly you can go on YouTube and find a lot of different ways to help you learn how to deal with your stress and relax. I love the breath, and coming in relationship with your breath is really important. So let's take a deep breath now. You can settle into your chair, feel comfortable. Take a big breath in and out. You can put a hand on your chest and a hand on your belly and feel them distend with the breath, breathing in and breathing out. And one more time, breathing in, breathing out. Just landing in your body helps begin to reduce the stress and give you space and place to figure out how to respond rather than react. So on page 8.6, connecting with others and our mood. Does a negative mood cause people to be less social? Or does being less social cause a negative mood? Well, the problem is that it's both. And in your page, on page 8.6, you'll see a little diagram. When we're feeling down, we may withdraw socially. And that is typical of what's happening with our mood. But remember, you can change your mood by changing your thoughts. But when you are feeling down and you withdraw socially, you could avoid people, You become quieter, you have a lower tolerance for other people, and you become more sensitive to what others do or say. And that impacts your mood and maybe keeps you in a negative mood. And when you withdraw socially, we feel worse. We feel lonely, we feel sad, we feel angry, we feel like no one cares, and we feel more depressed. So, being aware, and that's what the class is all about. Being aware of your mood, of how you're feeling, and what you're doing in the world makes a huge impact on your empowerment, on how you can take care of your life. So, be aware that having a negative mood can cause you to feel less social. How do we change the mood? We can change our thoughts, we can change our activities, we can do something pleasant for ourselves. And being less social can cause a negative mood. So being withdrawn, being out of the loop, can cause us to feel lonely or sad or tired or overwhelmed, but no one cares. So what you want to do is maybe build your social network and allow yourself to be cared for by people who love you. So on the next page, 8.7, people in my social support network. So this little diagram, it's a big circle, looks like that. And what we want you to do is to write the names of people you know in the circle, placing them in a way that describes your relationship with them. And we're encouraging you to write the names down and their phone numbers so that you can use this as a resource for yourself. People close to you, those with whom you can share your thoughts and your feelings. You want to stick that in that circle that's close to me. Close friends and family, people to whom you feel you can talk, but maybe are not about everything. So you've got some people that you want to tell things to and have conversations with, but not everything. Friends, those with whom you enjoy doing things with, even though you don't share personal details about yourself. Those people who like to have fun, but they're not really that close, so you don't really want to be that intimate. And acquaintances, people you see whom you nod to and say hi to, but do not know very well. It's really interesting if you're willing to write their names in these circles, and then maybe in 6 months or in a year, take another look at this list and see how it's changed and who else you have added to your life. So the next page, 8.7, is a general review of the course, your personal reality. So we looked at the internal world, what goes on inside your body, the external world, what goes on around you, outside of you, and how that has an impact on your thoughts and your moods. And they're all intertwined and connected. Both the internal world and the external world have an impact on our mood. Learning to shape parts of your reality, how you think and what you do, can help you to have a healthier mood and manage stress. So it's all about awareness. So where are you on this circle of knowledge? Is it an internal issue? Is it your thoughts? Is it the activities? An external issue? Is it your moods? And so you get a chance to run that course and do it so that you feel better. Not perfect, but better. We always want to do something to help us feel better. So we took a look at the relaxation breathing. Use the breath regularly, make it your friend. Take 3 big breaths before you get out of bed in the morning, and 10 big belly breaths before you fall asleep at night. We looked at the quick mood scale. Make sure you keep doing it, because again, in 6 months, you're going to take a look at it, and this is your life. You're laying out the map for how you want to improve and flourish. We looked at fixing unhelpful thoughts. When you know they're unhelpful, you can change them around. You have that control. It's really important that you spend time doing pleasant activities. That lifts your mood, helps you feel better. Very important that we look at problem solving and maybe review that whole process of solving problems. Learn how to do it, teach your kids how to do it, and practice problem solving skills. That assertive communication that we covered is going to be a life changer. That's going to make a difference in your life because it will slow you down, it will allow you to think, and it will allow you to ask for what you want so that everybody is happy. Positive reinforcement and serve and return, make that part of your life. Know what it is and what it takes to engage with someone when they're asking for your response or your interaction. People misbehave when they don't feel connected. Kids misbehave when they don't feel connected. So your ability to feel connected and make others feel connected to you is also going to be life-changing. Stay awake, stay aware, right? So the next page, 8.9, is what have you learned during this course? It might be fun for you to sit and, if you did not answer these questions, ask yourself and write down what you're thinking. Because again, in 6 months or a year, when you go back and take a look at it, you will be a different person. So you want to reflect about your thoughts. You want to reflect about behaviors that help you manage stress. What are you doing? Maybe you're coming up with some wonderful ones that we don't know about, and you can share that with us. About ways to solve problems. What are your thoughts about it, and how have you seen it work out in your life? And about activities and your mood. What are you doing to take care of yourself? I usually say, especially to moms, throughout the day, ask yourself, maybe 2 or 3 times every day, what's the most loving thing I could do for myself right now? Might be go get a drink of water, might be take a trip to the bathroom, might be find a blanket and cuddle up on the couch. Ask yourself, what do you want? And know that. Practice. Guess. Right. Setting goals and thinking about the future. So set a goal for managing your stress. I want to breathe at least once a day. I want to sit still. I want to really reduce my stress. Just write it down. What are the steps you're going to take? I'm going to remember to sit. I'm going to do it in the morning. I'll do it when I get in the car. When I buckle my seatbelt, I'm going to take a breath. When I serve the kids breakfast, I'm going to take a breath. So I'm going to put it in my life on a regular basis. Now, do you have any job or employment goals? To find a job, and the Moving Forward gals are really there to help you. Please reach out. And what about the relationship with your child? What kinds of steps are you going to have to connect with your youngsters, to make them feel connected, to make them feel seen? Really important. Everybody wants to be noticed and to be included. Your feedback would be valuable to us if you would be willing to send us an email or get in touch with your CMHA or your clinician. And what did you like most about the Mom Stress Management course? That would be helpful for us. And what will you take away? What are you using? What has been helpful? What has reminded you that you're important and that you are vital to what's happening in the world? And if there's anything you'd like to change or you would like to add, we'd be very interested in knowing your thoughts and your ideas, because you're the one who's going to help us spread the word and sharing your experience with other moms to get them into the study, which would be really important. So then there's graduation. So there's a great big page here about congratulations, you've graduated and you should have gotten your certificate. It's really beautiful. Frame it, put it up someplace because you accomplished something great. We're very happy that you spent time with us in this whole program and in this study. So you will look forward to getting some feedback. You will look forward to getting a survey from Mathematica in 6 months and then in 18 months. Please let us know if you change your contact information, your phone number, your address, because it's very important that they collect the data for this study. We're very excited about the study. You're the ones that have made it possible, so we're really happy to have you here. Make sure you take a look at the Moving Forward opportunities that are offered to you, and make sure you take care of yourself. Be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, and when you do make a mistake, be compassionate because you can always repair it, and be tender. Just be tender with yourself. You're very important. Thanks for watching. Come back anytime because we'll be here. Take care of yourself. Bye.